Hello whiskey lovers and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. I promised that I would come back to the Clynelish 10 years old, so here we are. As I said in the previous video, Clynelish in 2019, they released this special 20 years old from 1996 to commemorate 200 years of Clynelish, because as you will remember, the original distillery was founded in 1819 by the Duke of Sutherland. Even though it closed 150 years later, a new distillery was opened. The old one had to reopen again and will reopen again in the very near future, which is now, of course, the legendary Brora. But in 2019, there was the Highland Whisky Festival, and at that time, the distillery celebrated its 200th anniversary, and they released this beautiful 20 years old vatting for that special occasion. But as I said at the time, there was also this one, a 10 years old Clynelish, which was also only available at the distillery, at the festival. It's a single cask, 10 years old, and it's sold out in a flash. While this one, the 20 years old, was £350. Ouch. This one, the 10 years old hand-filled bottle, was still 150 quid. Nevertheless, it sold out in a flash. It sold like sweetcakes. And of course, nowadays, if you are able to still find it on an auction site or something like that, you'll pay double or triple the price, which is basically a bit crazy. What's also interesting about this 10 years old hand-filled bottle is the fact that it is bottled at the exact same ABV as a 20 years old, 57.3%. I do not believe that this is a coincidence. Anyway, again, I had some friends at the distillery at the time. Unfortunately, I was unable to go there myself, but one of my friends got a bottle, he opened it up, and he was kind enough to send me a sample. Thank you. That's what I love about this whiskey community. We help each other in obtaining bottles and samples and whatnot. We speak this common language, which is actually love for good malt. So I have the 10 years old here, which is again beautifully colored. It's a bright golden, deep golden, clings to the glass. Clynelish, it's waxy, it's oily, it clings to the glass. It's going to have this beautiful body, I hope. Let's find out if this 10 years old hand-filled single cask at 57.3% is any good on the nose. Well, it's soft on vanilla and wine gums. Oh, I get the textbook apples and oranges. I get the jute bag. I get honey and beeswax. Lots of beeswax. That's what I love about Clynelish. But I also get some fresh peach and some mango. It becomes a bit candy-like, if you know what I mean. But it's very nice though, it's very good. It's quite mineral as well, and even a touch herbal. And I also get some white pepper. But again, on the nose, you would not say that this is 57.3%. This is very accessible. It's not burning at all. It's amazingly good. Wow. On the palate. Wow, it's candy-like, but very, very, very peppery. Whew! This is wow, this is feisty. And I do feel that this can do with a bit of water. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it is very powerful. It bites a bit. It bites, in my opinion, just a tad too much. I get some quinine, I get some oranges, some grapefruit. All the traits that you've come to know and love from Clynelish are there. The beeswax is there, but it's very powerful and very, very, wow. I don't often do this, and I always try my malts neat first, because that's how it was bottled, which means that is how it was meant to be. But nevertheless, I am not too shy to once in a while add just a tiny bit of water. I'll never add ice unless I'm not sipping a dram, but just drinking a dram when I'm on the terrace and my kids are playing in the garden or something like that. But otherwise, I'll never add ice. But a bit of water will go a long way to open up the malt, to subdue the feisty sides a little bit, and just to lower the ABV to a more palatable level, I'd say. Now, not every malt is capable to deal with water. If it does deal with water well, we call it a swimmer. If it doesn't, well, that makes it a drowner, doesn't it? Anyway, I've just added a bit of water here, not too much, just like a teaspoon or maybe two. Let's find out if this now is more palatable. Oh, I'm sure it's going to be more palatable, but the nose has become very playful and candy-like. That's quite nice. It all of a sudden smells a bit younger and more playful, for lack of a better word. I'm not a native speaker after all. Let's find out if it now is doable on the palate without that peppery bite. Much better. It's got this bitter oranges in there now. Some Jig Drop again, wine gums galore. So many wine gums in there. It's like they return. The honey returns as well. It becomes a bit of Turkish delight as well. This is outstanding. This is very good. Right, on the finish then. It was a bit too spicy without the water, but now that I've added a drop or two, it becomes very long, soothing. It comes actually quite grand. At the death, I get this funny, totally unexpected salty note. Wow, this is, wow. It was pretty good neat, but with the drop of water, it becomes an outstanding whiskey. It becomes an oh my God malt, as I like to call them. Oh, this is, oh, believe me, it can cope with quite a bit of water, as you can see. Wow, good neat, but diluted with just a bit of water, it becomes absolutely stunning. Wow. That's all for this Whiskey Rambling, folks. Now you've had the Clynelish 20 years old for the 200th anniversary and the 10 years old hand-filled bottling from the very same Highland Whisky Festival 2019. Both are too expensive, but both are very, very good. And if you add a drop of water to the 10-year-old, it becomes absolutely outstanding. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you.